for the racism which apparently was aimed at Meghan Markle, which is just completely absurd. But by far the most sickening part of this show for me was the constant use of Harry's late mother, Princess Diana, to stoke sympathy for Meghan.
The most polarizing woman in the world is falling apart right in front of us, live on the internet. And the one guy who called it years ago, the guy who actually lost one of the biggest jobs in British TV for saying it out loud, is sitting back, watching it all play out exactly like he said it would. Piers Morgan. Love him or hate him, you can't look away that everything he's been warning us about for the last 5 years is hitting at once. Today, I'm breaking down the 10 shocking truths Piers has been shouting into the wind this whole time. The ones that got him canceled by the mainstream crowd. The ones they laughed at. And the ones that are now blowing up in the most public, brutal, irreversible way possible. Stick with me till the end, because number 1 is going to hit different. Let's dive in. Truth number 10. The contradiction she can't explain. This is where it all cracked open for a lot of people. A few weeks back, Meghan sat down with her friend Jamie Kern-Lima. Soft lighting, rocking chairs, no makeup, the whole "this is the real me" vibe. She looked straight into the camera and said she was living the happiest, most fulfilled life she'd ever known. She gushed about her kids, her marriage, her California dream. Called Harry her Super Mario hero, her protector, her everything. Write that down, because the timing matters. Then, just a few weeks later on April 25th, she posts this quote to her 4.5 million followers about finally ending the hardest 7 years of her life. She even shared it twice. Piers saw it immediately and did the math. 7 years back from 2025 lands you right at 2018, her wedding year, when she married into the most famous family on earth. Coincidence? Piers doesn't buy it. He's always said Meghan speaks in layers. Nothing is accidental. So tell me this, how do you go from happiest I've ever been to hardest 7 years of my life in 3 weeks flat? Which version are we supposed to believe? Because both can't be true. This is where Piers always starts, not with attacks, just basic journalism. Do the facts add up? Again and again, the answer is no. Truth number 9. The Queen Who Never Was. Piers has been hammering this one for years. Meghan is not a queen. She and Harry walked away from the royals in January 2020. They chose it. They announced it. They left the duties behind. But ever since landing in California, she's built this whole world around her that treats her like royalty anyway. Look at the people she boosts. A Las Vegas astrologer calling herself a ride or die for Meghan posted something like, "Here's to reigning again. Queen. Capital R, capital Q." And Meghan shared it, thrilled. Piers pointed out her podcast moment where she straight up told little girls she's a real princess. She knows she's not. But the brand needs it. The candles and jam need the royal glow. His point has always been simple. You can't have it both ways. You can't trash the institution, profit off attacking it, and then keep trading on the titles and imagery. Pick a lane. The public on both sides of the ocean is exhausted watching her refuse to choose. Truth number 8. The Serena Williams disaster. This one was painful to watch. Meghan launches her Mother's Day collection. Those heavy 64-pound candles, fancy chocolates in powder blue boxes. She sends a PR box to her biggest ally, Serena Williams. This should have been a home run. Best friend unboxing your stuff on camera for millions? Easy win. Instead, the chocolates arrive smashed and melted together. Serena's face said it all. Then she admitted she doesn't even like chocolate. She tried one anyway, struggled, and forced out beautiful. The candles? Serena couldn't even pronounce the fancy scent names. Ended with a weak "looks good." I love you, Meghan. Piers called it one of the most revealing PR disasters ever. When your most famous friend can't sell your product properly on camera, that's not a bad day. That's a brand in trouble. And the bigger picture makes it worse. Barely any clothing sales on her resale site. Customers getting candles with no wicks, jam jars with peeling labels. After massive Netflix and Spotify deals, this is what she's built? Nobody's buying it. Literally. Truth number 7. The Ukraine speech that crossed the line. Harry goes to Ukraine as a private citizen. No official role, no palace backing. He stands with world leaders and calls for American action on Ukraine, directly going against Trump's position. Piers called it infantile, immature, and straight-up irresponsible. Meanwhile, King Charles was prepping for his huge address to the U.S. Congress, the biggest diplomatic moment of his reign. Harry's speech dropped just days before. The palace and government were furious. Piers put it plainly, "You walked away from the duties. You don't get to freelance geopolitics using the royal name when it suits you." The family saw it the same way. This one felt personal. Truth number 6. The king's public snub. During Charles's speech to Congress, he name-dropped American places tied to his family. Charleston after Charles II. Williamsburg after William. No mention of Harry. On the biggest stage of his reign, in front of the president and Congress, he left his son out completely. Piers said it was deliberate. A clear, cold signal. Compare that to what Charles did to Prince Andrew. Stripped everything quietly, but completely. Now insiders are whispering the same question about Harry. Andrew never wrote a memoir attacking the family or did the Oprah tour. Harry did all of it. If Charles cut Andrew, what stops him from doing the same to Harry? People close to the king are calling it the nuclear option. The question isn't if it's possible anymore. It's if it's coming. Truth number 5. The friendship playbook. Look at who Meghan has cut out over the years. Not gossip, just the pattern. Her entire father's side of the family, gone. Old friends and advisors from the palace days, gone. Staff who triggered an actual bullying inquiry at Kensington Palace. Jason Knopf put it in writing, emails describing staff being bullied and undermined. Piers has been blunt. This woman has cut off almost everyone who ever challenged her, including her own family. And now she's doing podcast episodes on how to be a good friend? After everything? A lot of us don't buy it anymore. Truth number 4. The visa time bomb. This one's the quiet one with real teeth. The Heritage Foundation is in court fighting for Harry's U.S. immigration records. In Spare, Harry admitted to using cocaine, cannabis, mushrooms, ayahuasca. Lying on a visa application is a federal offense, grounds for deportation. The documents that came out, 82 pages, over half redacted. Under the current administration, this isn't going away. Piers says trouble is ahead, and he's probably right. Truth number 3. The financial reckoning. Money doesn't lie. Diana's inheritance is reportedly mostly gone. The Queen Mother money is burning fast. Netflix deal over. Spotify done. The lifestyle brand isn't moving like they needed to. They live in Montecito but didn't even renovate the mansion properly. Something locals say screams poorest rich people in the room. Experts give them about 5 years before the lifestyle collapses. When the money runs out, the real story starts. Truth number 2. The bullying files. Kensington Palace launched a formal investigation into bullying complaints against Meghan. Real staff came forward. Documented emails exist. They announced it publicly right before the Oprah interview. The findings stayed confidential, but the fact they investigated it all says everything. Pair that with the trail of cut-off people, and you see a consistent pattern Piers has been talking about for years. Truth number 1. The one you can't come back from. This is what cost Piers his job. After the Oprah interview, he said simply, "I don't believe her. Not I disagree with parts." He said he wouldn't believe her if she read him the weather report. 40,000 complaints followed. Meghan complained personally. Look at this past week alone. Happiest life ever, then hardest 7 years. Claims of being the most trolled person for 10 years straight. Ready to reign again. All while calling her husband's family cold and cruel in books, shows, and interviews. How many of these can actually be true at the same time? Piers has always said the core issue is she's never decided who she is. Victim or victor? Duchess or influencer? The audience is done jumping through the contradictions with her. Piers paid a real price for saying this years ago. He didn't wait for everyone else to catch up. Now the world is seeing it. Harry's visa, the titles, the money, they're all still live issues. But credibility, once it's gone at a gut level, is almost impossible to get back with another rebrand or interview. Those are the 10 truths. 5 years of predictions landing all at once. Drop in the comments which one hit you hardest, and if you think there's any real path back for them. If you got something out of this, smash the like button, subscribe, and check out the next video on screen. It covers the part of the story almost nobody's talking about yet. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.